So it's time to go and deal with this Geth Dreadnought, where this Reaper signal is. Interesting. I don't know. I still obviously don't know how much we're going to learn about the Reapers in the long run, about their history, about who created them, or just about their origins in general. We've never really had anything close to the whole sovereign interaction that we had in the first game, right? I know we had some interaction with Harbinger in the Arrival DLC in the second game, but I've been so desperate to learn about their history. I'm hoping that maybe because this is to do with the Geth, and maybe there's a Reaper or a connection to a Reaper on board this Dreadnought. We'll see. Obviously, Tali is now a member of the squad, so I imagine we're gonna have to spec her before we go. So that might take a minute or two. But we're off to the Perseus Vale to deal with the Geth Dreadnought. Hopefully we can preserve the Geth kind of at all costs here. What are all these other things? Migrant fleet, a Geth debris field, and the Geth Dreadnought. Oh, and that's Rannoch. Oh yeah, well yeah, they pushed them all the way back, right? We've never been here, but I feel like we might have been here. I can't remember. Haza, an ice giant composed primarily of hydrogen and helium, is coloured a striking aquamarine because of small concentrations of methane, water ice and ammonia. Just recording check, there we go. Its relatively small size is a curiosity to human astronomers. We would have expected a large hydrogen-helium giant to have accreted during the solar system's formation. The Quarians have driven the Geth away from the planet's helium-3 fueling machinery, but it's clear the Geth put up a fight. Wreckage from Quarian fighters litters the area, and more than one refueling station appears to have been blown apart by kinetic impacts in a scorched earth tactic. Man, if they would work together, they'd be such a potent force to use against the Reapers, right? Cardi. Cardi has low gravity for a planet of its size, which proved a significant boon to early Quarian explorers. Even before the discovery of Mass Effect technology, it was easy to extract Cardi's resources. When the Quarians made first contact with the Citadel species and gained access to Ezo, profits rose and the orbital stations became a beehive of activity. Today, Cardi's Lagrange points are littered with space junk, including pieces of a Geth orbital station that must have massed at least 500 million tons. Such a station could have generated impressive kinetic barriers, but even these appear to have been insufficient against the Quarians' attack. I am a little disappointed that the Geth have just all of a sudden been controlled by a Reaper signal. It felt like we'd made so much progress in the second game and it's just all of a sudden been reversed. Okay, Adas is marginally warmer than Rannoch, despite being further from its sun. Volcanic activity spews methane into Adas's atmosphere, and this haze retains heat in a greenhouse effect. Historically, the Quarians used the Geth to mine the planet, and when the Geth rebelled, the small Quarian population on and around Adas was quickly overrun. It's clear that the Quarian Armada hasn't forgotten or forgiven. The remains of Geth space stations litter Adas's orbit, now all shrapnel and fused metal. The Normandy sensors pick up a strange croaking sound, probably some kind of distress call from Geth survivors left floating in space, condemned to the eternal cold. Here's Rannoch. Although its orange sun is only about 90% the mass of Sol and half as luminous, Rannoch is arid by Earth standards because it formed closer to its star and has slightly less ocean coverage. Photosynthetic life is concentrated around rivers and oceans, with large expanses of desert in between. The importance of plant life and shade in ancient Quarian culture is evident in the translation of Rannoch's name, Walled Garden. The starship's sensors, the most obvious feature of the Quarian homeworld, is the two are starship sensors. The most obvious feature of the Quarian homeworld is the numerous heat sources in orbit. Thousands of Geth space stations watch over the planet. Somewhere in this artificial swarm of constructions lurks the Geth armada, waiting for its moment to counterattack. Population unknown. Quarian estimates on the number of Geth range from tens of millions to the single-digit billions. Estimates on the number of Geth consciousnesses stored in servers are far higher. Okay, we've got a small... yeah, Uriah. Tikhon's asteroid belt is home to Uriah, a rock large enough to qualify as a binary dwarf planet. Its companion, the asteroid Itiel, is believed to have split off from the main body after an oblique impact. Both were heavily mined early in the age of Quarian space exploration. Curiously, the Geth have built over an old Quarian space station. Even though the mined-out asteroids have little obvious use. The current theory is that they provide a staging base to exploit other asteroids in the belt. Okay, so there's another one. Uriah. Okay, so let's just see what the migrant fleet is about here. Oh, we can't dock or anything. The migrant fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The migrant fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. It's a testament to the Quarian strategic skill that these numbers have not dropped significantly during recent battles. The fleet is now on the far side of the star from Rannoch, the better to cloak its movement from the Geth. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous for them to have them here, right? I'm sure that the Reapers could, if they were to come here, would be able to wipe them out in one fell swoop. The Geth debris field. Close to the star, the Normandy scanners can detect a nigh unaccountable number of Geth satellites. Satellites that use solar sails to self-correct their position. The Geth placed ultra-lightweight constructions around the sun to collect energy, arranged in a vast array known as a Dyson bubble. Scattered among them are space stations and servers that draw power from the statites through wireless energy transfer. I've never heard that word. Most of the space stations are wreckage now, and no small number of solar sails have also been destroyed. It appears the Quarians began to destroy them but were stopped before the attack was complete. Alright, I feel like we're going to be in for some surprises here, like the Geth, maybe the Reaper's plan with the Geth here is to draw this Quarian fleet as close to Rannoch as possible, then spring a trap on them and just wipe them out because they know that this is probably one of the most dangerous fleets in the Milky Way. Scans of the Geth Dreadnought orbiting Rannoch reveal an intimidating array of features, from an improved main gun and ultraviolet anti-ship lasers to increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands rest, wages, or autonomy, and in the creation of their flagship, they were limited only by time and raw materials. The damage inflicted by the Quarian fleet appears minor at best. Right, here we go, guys. I think we're going to be in for... I think there's going to be some what's the non-swearing way of saying this? I don't know. I think there's going to be some fuckery here. Okay, so I think we're going to have to take Tali, obviously. Yeah. No. That's not what I meant. Yeah, we can't unselect her. Bow selector. Right, power recharge speed is probably optimal for her. And I think I just need a biotic, so... we probably need power recharge speed, right? I don't like that armor. I'm just gonna use this because I like it. Okay. So we're rocking all pistols here. We've got the Carnifex now and the Hornet. Oh, that's Tali. I thought it was Liara. Liara's rocking the Acolyte, and should we stick with the Tempest? Yeah, sure. Right, okay, I didn't think about shotguns. I've only got one shotgun that's not even fully upgraded. Okay, so she's gonna have to use the Eviscerator. Let's just put the damage on there as a placeholder. She's never gonna be doing melee damage. Huh. Yeah, let's do that because it's a 20% increase. So that means we don't need the pierce. Can we use both? Yeah, let's just use both. And pistol wise, I'm using the Carnifex, Liara's using the Acolyte. It doesn't really matter because she's going to be using the shotgun, so I'll give her the Scorpion. Yeah. Yep, I'll take that. Sweet. Okay, we're upgraded. Liara's got some points, so I've not got enough to upgrade warp ammo, so we could put the points into stasis. I'm sure she'll use it by her own volition at some point. Oy. Okay. Deploy this holographic drone to electrocute enemies within firing range. And so she's got 2 drones. Man, we're going to be swarming the battlefield here. That's going to be quality. Right, let's start with Quarry and Machinist. Power recharge speed, yeah. Health, yeah. Okay, so I imagine this is a choice between her being a shotgunner or a backline, maybe? Yeah, recharge speed. By 40%. Weapon damage, tech power duration, recharge speed of squad mates' tech powers, or recharge speed of drone powers. I'll definitely take the drone stuff. That is, I mean, 40% is pretty significant, right? Okay, so that if we level up energy drain, then she's not necessarily going to need her own shields boosted that much, because it'll recharge a lot quicker. Right, wait, so to max out a tree, let me remind myself, we need 6, 10, 15, 21 points. So, 21, 42, 63. Okay, so we're not going to be able to max out everything. So I could max out these 3 and leave these 2 on 3 and 3, and I'd still have 7 points left, so I'd be able to put 1 more in. We've got maxed sabotage, but it will be useful because we're going up against Geth. I feel like this is kind of a must-have here. Right? And she's got 2 drones. So I feel like we buy level 3 in everything. I think that makes sense. And then we consider what we're going to max out, so... I feel like the rank 6 here probably isn't too useful. I think this recharge speed bonus is good. I think we'll take that. Weapon damage. I think we take this tech power duration because it'll benefit the hacking. How long the drones stay out there. Yeah. And I'm going to leave level 6 for that. I think sabotage is very important, so increase the hack duration by 5 seconds. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I should probably check how, what mine is, right? And contrast it. We've got power duration, so she should probably have backfire, recharge speed, and berserk. Right? Backfire. I don't know, I kind of like this explosive hack though. Yeah, we'll take backfire. I'll stick with explosive hack. But we'll go for berserk. Yeah, backfire. Explosive hack's too good. And berserk. Then I think we go for the drones, to be honest. Again, my drone. We're using detonate, shields and damage, and rockets. I think detonate's great as well, so I'm gonna stick with that, but then we'll go with the shock stuff. And chain lightning. And then we'll upgrade our defense drone. It's holographic drone to electrocute enemies within its firing range. So it stays out there for longer. Attack rate. Damage and attack range. 30% chance to knock down an electrocuted enemy. Or damage up to 2 additional nearby targets. So can this not take damage because it's holographic? I think that makes duration a lot more useful. I can't afford both, unfortunately. Damage and range or attack rate. So it essentially means that if we reduce the attack, if we increase the attack rate, that means we can do 80 damage then with a bit more time. Huh. Let's take the damage and the range. That is it for Tali. We maybe should have put more into energy drain, but we'll level up a bit more, obviously. Let's do it.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the convoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
That can't be
Stealth
good.
drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
That couldn't have been good for his bow, right?
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
Can't believe they've gone full war here with the Geth.
Alright, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
We couldn't ask for a better expert. Thanks, Shadow Broker.
Hey.
Ready to infiltrate the Dreadnought?
Indeed.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured. I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Legion? Man, can we not get a cool breathing thing like Liara? Going for a space stroll. Look how casual we're walking.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
Oh!
It is 30% larger than an Alliance Dreadnought.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
So I guess she's never seen Rannoch.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Yeah.
The Geth are just sitting there saying those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
That's a good point. I'm really nervous about this. That was close.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Okay, we're on our own. Okay, this is a bit low ammo. I didn't quite realise that. I don't want to have to kill loads of Geth, but we're probably going to have to. I wonder if we're actually going to have to make a full-on choice between allies here. Shotgun. Oh man. Yeah, can't we have a cool little breathing mask like Liara? I'm so jealous of the Asari all the time. Man, I wonder if Legion's here. I wonder if he's been controlled. So an ammo capacity upgrade is probably the thing to do for this gun. There's cover here.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Are you sure about that? Well, at least the Geth have got money.
Got it. You're clear to board.
Are you all right, Shepard?
Were you worried about me?
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Take a look at what? The pistol? An arc pistol. An innovation of Admiral Darrow Gen, the arc pistol is a scaled-down arc projector that only requires thermal clips. To solve its power problems, the arc pistol uses a non-visible laser to ionize the air and create a path for a high-ampere electric shock. For a more damaging blast, it can be charged up. If I could mod this, I would actually use this, but this is going to really affect our recharge speed. It looks cool though, I definitely will try it.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
I know people who would pay a great deal for this design. If the fleets are...
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Oh, vents. Always the vents.
Yeah, you did fine at the collector base.
I got set on fire!
She remembers. Sorry, that cut the dialogue off. I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, I should have expected they were going to reuse the Geth for enemies at some point, right? A Guardian battery.
Interesting. Their anti-fighter lasers use ultraviolet frequencies. Most ships use infrared.
Expensive. But it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the op center before they lose more.
You use your pistol. You use your shotgun.
I will.
Enhanced scope level 3.
Watch out! Geth incoming!
We're here to help!
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost.
Okay, I don't know what happened then with the dialogue bugging out.
Their reinforcements are here!
I don't hear an alarm!
Come on, Bill.
They're Geth! They sent alerts to every unit on this ship! We need to get to the
Oh, he's on our side. Good job, friend. Need to remember to use hacking a bit more often. Actually, what I'll do, I'll put sabotage on my mouse wheel click because we're going to use cryoblast a lot less here. All right, I'm extremely nervous about this.
They're throwing their lives away.
Network's intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Disable their shields. Just don't give them a chance to recharge.
No worries. I really don't like doing this to the Geth over and over again, man. I know it's a networked intelligence and everything, but... Oh, what's this? Dead. Okay, traps. Not seen that kind of thing before. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, this gun's rate of fire is a little slow. I might try and use the Hornet for a bit.
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
Damn it.
I transmitted what data we had to a few code breakers. I haven't heard anything back.
An Archon visor. XCOM 2 flashbacks. I know this was made before XCOM 2, I'm just saying.
Sensor data. Can you tell how the Quarian ships are doing?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the kind of cold atmosphere of the Geth ships that puts me on edge, or I think it's more the story here. I'm just worried about what's going to happen here. Feels like we're kind of walking into a trap again, if I'm being honest.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do.
Yeah, I'm bricking it, man. The Geth pulse rifle. Nice. This, we could have bought this, right? Geth pulse rifles are comparable to a standard stock assault rifle, but finely balanced with low recoil and incredibly high accuracy. The pulse rifles fire a rapid stream of lightweight slugs, which are wrapped in a phasic envelope to increase their damage. So is that like a laser style? Yeah, really high fire rate. Good job we didn't buy it.
The Dreadnought Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
They're shooting at something else.
The hunters are moving in! On it!
Bill, help us out, mate. Here's another one. Crap.
There are still hunters cloaked. That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
See, that's cool, man. They were actually getting in close. I think in the second game, you'd always spot them. So like the kind of cloaking thing was never really advantageous. I think having the Aura Singularity just dotted around is actually really useful there. So we're going over there.
Look at how much data the Dreadnought's central processor is handling.
It's connected to all networked Geth everywhere.
Must have early access to the Intel 12th gen chips.
We need to hurry! My people are getting torn apart out there!
I stared at the trip mine again, guys. Sure. SMG scope. Okay, this is where we need to be.
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center.
Right.
There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Here we go.
They're dropping down from the ceiling. There could be cloaked hunters as well.
I see him.
Watch out! Another way!
There's another one somewhere.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Man, this is pretty tricky to deal with, right? Our squad mates are a bit squishy, but we are killing them relatively quick. Wait, where do we go? Aha.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Different species have different aesthetic tastes, but I agree. This design is alien. It's amazing to think that the Geth can load their intelligence directly into the ship. They could be all around us.
For all our cybernetic upgrades, I'll never understand integrating that completely into a system.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
So sad there's no hacking minigame. wonder what happened to Legion, right? Because he's kind of separate from the system in some ways. I wonder if he wasn't controlled. I wonder if we're going to have to fight him. That'd be so upsetting. That'd be so upsetting.
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral. As you wish.
I'm really nervous. Sorry, I'm not talking. I really want to save the Geth. I don't not save them, but I want them to be a part of what we're doing. You know, like in the same way that the Rachni are a part of it now. I want the Geth to be a part of it as well. Look at this place, man. What the? Oh man, this is astonishing.
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
Oh,
We should
oops.
be okay if we stay in cover. More incoming. I think they figured out what we're doing.
Oops.
Got it!
Damn it.
They're overhead as well! We need to shut it down!
There should be a maintenance block near the battery itself.
Right away!
Ladies, up here.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I've got to be accurate if I'm going to use this pistol, man. It's cool having an environmental factor, though.
There's the maintenance block.
Oops. Ladies. Ooh. That's stressful.
Good. They've stopped firing. We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move. The lock! Come on, let's get out of here. That was close.
Yeah. Watch my what?
Stick to cover.
Have we always had a map? Seriously? What is this like episode? It's like I'm like 40, 50 hours into the game. Bill, get out there, mate.
Got it.
Are there stealthy guys here somewhere? Oh, why am I such an idiot?
I'm on it.
Where's Bill? Oops. Are you serious, man? Why wouldn't you take cover? Great.
Understood.
I'm on it.
On it. Understood.
What? Okay, that's everyone, everything. Every time. Oh, I thought we were safe here. Fine. I'm not dealing with this particularly well. Let's just go. Yeah, the Geth are tricky, man. Much trickier than they have been in the past, I must say. Plus, I'm not playing particularly well, that doesn't really help. Let's just make sure we've not missed any goodies. Okay. Really, Shepard? Why you stood right near the edge?
Shepard! Grab my hand!
I'm alright.
Yeah. Well, just going to stand right near the edge of this giant platform.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. And come on, the drive course shouldn't be far.
This is a massive ship, dude. I think I prefer the other pistol just for the rate of fire. Nice of the Geth to leave medkits for us. Don't like this music at all.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Legion in the middle.
Shepard, Commander, help us.
Legion.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it
No.
sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
I do trust Legion, but we have to think this through, right? Just have a sip of water. Fuck. I didn't mean I didn't like the music because the music isn't good. I meant I didn't like it because it was ominous. Sorry. So yeah, they're using Legion to control. I don't know. It's not necessarily a question of trust, I suppose. It's whether, if he's been hacked, whether he can purge that from himself, or whether what is in his system can't be purged at all. But he's connected to this machine, so you'd think that once it's disconnected, maybe he'll be all right. I don't know. It's really difficult without specifics.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Yeah, no way.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Right.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
It's
Far
weird.
side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
They only joined the Reapers to save themselves.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way.
The only other way was to die. It's hard to argue with a species trying to survive.
Right?
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
And if you wouldn't have
Let's
attacked,
just get Legion out of there.
if you wouldn't have attacked, then they would never have done this. Right? It's not just a case of they're bad, you're good, right? Your decisions have consequences. This is sort of Genophage style scenario with the survival element doing something by all accounts wrong. Right?
Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Where's he going?
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
What?
Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
The Geth fleet is destabilized.
Watch out, that's a
Signal
truck.
is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
The Quarians will have an easier time now. There's a combat drone closing. It's placing a turret.
Got it! Got it!
I'm on it.
Admiral Girl, what are you doing?
Ron, check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship if we strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely.
What are you talking about? We're still on board!
We can't waste this chance. Heavy
No.
fleet all forward. Take out the Dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, a simple retreat won't save you from the Geth response.
Damn you, girl.
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the admirals later.
Right!
Got it.
Acknowledge!
Bill, there's something lurking over here, mate.
Got it! Got it!
I don't like where this is going. I feel like Legion's going to have to do some sacrificing here. Where the hell are we going? Oh, we're getting to Legion.
Patrol fleet, flanking support on the heavy fleet. Give them a firing lane.
Come on, mate. Please.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
Yeah, come with us,
We need to get to the
please.
escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked at a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Yeah, come on. VR, have you got your ammo? Yeah. God damn it. Don't look at the explosions, Matt.
Shepard deplete! Hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding.
Damn it!
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there!
Oh, I scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, come on.
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go.
The door! Double time, people!
Hurry! We're losing the environmental field.
We'll make it!
No. Thank you, Legion.
North to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Where's Liara?
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
She's there.
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
Man, we could have used that ship. Such a waste.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
we haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
Yeah.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
So we have more than one. We have kind of maybe make an attempt to keep him on side and placate here. Even though I don't necessarily agree with him. Gonna have to play the Gonna have to play the politician here to keep him on side.
You did the right thing. Just give me a heads up next time.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad there's at least one other soldier in the room. I've got to get back to the heavy fleet. Ron, we'll talk later.
Oshtet. You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Chorus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Stop attacking!
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait! Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
No.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits...
Oh, shut up.
...are off the table.
God.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
Peacefully.
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator live ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
I mean, this has really just brought up more questions than it's answered, right? A distress call? Where's that coming from?
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, we'd have lost the ship.
Was that time sensitive then? Jesus. Yeah, so, right, let's just, hang on, let's get some space. So, to deal with the Quarians, they made a deal with the Reapers. So that means Legion willingly accepted. So why is Legion... It feels so... Let's read the bloody codex. Let's see if it clears anything up. Okay, so we've got a new priority mission. The Geth remain under Reaper control, thanks to a base located somewhere on the surface of Rannoch. Continue to help the Quarian fleet survive the Geth attack until the Reaper base can be located. Okay, so we don't know where it is yet. The Quarian ship carrying Admiral Chorus crash-landed on Rannoch, leaving the civilian fleet without a leader. Land on Rannoch and rescue Admiral Chorus. Geth fighter squadrons are targeting Quarian live ships with attacks that could cripple the Quarian fleet. Land on Rannoch and disable the server controlling the Geth fighter squadrons. Okay, I guess Tali's coming out with us for a while. Okay. The Reaper War. The Miracle at Palaven. That's new. The Turian and Krogan counterattack on Palaven combined deception, courage, and tenacity. First, the Turians leaked a false battle plan that drew on the same tactics they used at the beginning of the assault on Palaven. Then the Dreadnought Indomitable faked a problem with its drive core, coming out at faster than light speed near Palaven's moon, Menet. 3 other dreadnoughts and their attendant fleets deployed to assist Indomitable, attempting target that drew the Reaper capital ships away from Palaven. Turian troop transports then entered Palaven's atmosphere to release shuttles, gliders, and individual soldier capsules. The Reapers didn't understand the seriousness of the threat at first. Those that detected the landing crafts sent husks and collector swarms to intercept them, but little more. This allowed Krogan commandos to link up with Palaven's resistance and hand off their payloads, warp bombs, and fission weapons. In simultaneous strikes across the globe, Reaper ships began to explode. Turian resistance members had managed to smuggle the bombs inside when the Reaper processing ships, troop transports, and even destroyers and capital ships had opened their structures to indoctrinate Turian leaders. Large swathes of territory fell back into Turian and Krogan control. News of the victory gave a much-needed boost to the morale of the Turian resistance and the galactic public. It's giving me a lift, man. I'm getting goosebumps. But the action wasn't without sacrifice. Turian insurgents gave their lives to ensure the explosives detonated, and the processing centres they destroyed were full of civilians who died just as surely as if they'd been harvested. Of the dead, General Minin Resverix said, "Whatever they were in life, their deaths had no equal. They are worthy of joining the spirit at Palaven itself." Man, I'm getting a bit emotional. This is great. It's like, I don't know, it really feels like we're part of like a galaxy-wide resistance. It's awesome. Okay, Rannoch. The planet Rannoch, an arid planet orbiting an older star in the Tikkun system, is the former Quarian homeworld. Almost 300 years ago, the Quarians were driven from Rannoch by the Geth, synthetic servants who gained sapience and rebelled against their creators. Although Rannoch is now largely uninhabited, the Geth have acted as caretakers, working to repair the planet's ecology, restore ancient structures, and cultivate some farmland. The Geth are awesome, man. The Geth are so kind. Rannoch has no insect life. As a result, its pollinating plants evolved to rely on animals for propagation. The symbiosis between flora and fauna is responsible for the Quarians' weakened immune systems, which made colonization of other planets extremely difficult after their exile from Rannoch. For many Quarians, reclaiming their homeworld from the Geth is a matter of both cultural and physiological necessity. Yeah, we need to speak to Legion, like, ASAP. He's in here somewhere. Be interesting if Javik's got some history about synthetics within the Protheans' culture, right? Right, we absolutely need to speak to Legion. Right now. My friend.
Shepard, Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Geth threatening live ships?
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
It's Legion of squad mate again as well. What? Yeah, what's happened, mate?
What'd you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
Right.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
What? 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 Extrapolate, please.
What'd you do after you left the Normandy?
Did that get cut off? What
Our physical
happened?
platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
Oh, right, but saying that must have been nice because they actually believed him, whereas no one's ever believed us. Sorry. But they allied with the Reapers to stop the Quarians, right? Not because they believed the Reapers' victory was inevitable. The Reaper's mind.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
Well, not odd, but still, it's still impressive, right?
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities.
Mundane.
However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
Mundane, interesting. As if they're a blunt instrument, right?
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made.
Oh well.
Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
No, because they deserved a second chance, right? I didn't really see it as akin, like some of you kind of saw it as akin to brainwashing. I saw it more as, you know, rewriting. It's rewriting because they're machines, right? You can see it more along the lines of re-education or de-radicalizing them in some ways. It's just the terminology is different because they're synthetics. So that's the way I saw it personally, rather than just killing them.
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper's signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
We gotta have hope in it. We gotta put some faith in each other, right? Oh god, we're missing an option.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it.
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing.
Genocide,
we did
basically.
not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
Yeah, I agree with him. Well, where did the other option? What was the other option? There was an option here.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
We'll try again.
Shepard, Commander.
What?
You say Geth fight?
Hostile Geth. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose.
So we destroy the server?
No. Geth program switch. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Where's the other option?
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Where's the other option gone to? Yeah, I sympathise with them, I really do. The Quarians are really starting to grind my gears a little bit.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped.
Oh, she's just passing us the pad.
They could have wiped us out.
Legion is with well, he's just he's got good intentions.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust.
Oh, that's all we've got.
What do you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
I thought that was like some weird greeting. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Are these new? Tali's history?
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
No, we did.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Alright, it's a weekend episode, so we've got 10 minutes to go and catch up with everyone else before we decide what the hell we're doing next, which will all be centered around Rannoch, it seems.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time. Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Oh, Cerberus.
I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability. Commander?
Alright. Malin. I've just heard the news that you cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experiments were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. There hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened on Tuchanka and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Solus to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I've caused. I had to leave when word got back to Clan Warlock, and they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. I guess this is the second time you've saved my life, Commander. With sincere appreciation, Malin Heplorn. Fair enough, Malin. I mean, he was desperate, he was tortured, right? Doesn't necessarily justify what he's done, but... Wait. Oh, Miranda. Shepard, I have something important to tell you. I need to do this in person. Can you meet me in the Commons? I'll send a nav point. No vids this time, I promise, Miranda. Oh, in the Presidium. In the Commons, the Presidium Commons, yeah? Oh, why couldn't you send me that message when we were on the bloody Citadel, Miranda? I'm in the Perseus Vale. I'm literally on the other side of the Milky Way.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? It's a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there? Good to have Tali back, even if it's just for a bit.
Yeah.
Adams is good, but I never feel like the engine's running right without Tali around. Kind of a good luck charm.
I guess.
As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
No.
We are not.
Right, just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion! He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy's stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
Okay. Man, it'd be interesting for Edie to go and talk to Legion, right? Both synthetics.
One moment. I have been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low volume hydraulics and is top heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edie?
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system.
Oh, I am here for this.
Hello, Shepard.
I am here for this. I want more. I need more. I need them to interact a lot more. So in terms of, so we've got another N7 quest that can wait. I feel like we just do these Rannoch quests, right? Right? Which one would be more pressing? The Geth fighter squadrons would probably be more pressing, right? Don't know if they
Commander,
influence each
Dr.
other.
Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
Sweet. Right, let's head to the crew quarters. Let's see if Ashley's got anything to say on synthetics.
Heard you were back in form blasting away flashlights down there. Maybe I should be more open-minded. But I'd rather scope down some tin can than a person. I'm right. Right? Fine. I'll shut up.
Yeah, please shut up. God's sake. Tin cans? Oh, fair enough, man.
Still fighting Geth after all these years, huh? Humanity 1, blinky flashlights 0. Hey there.
She's just as bad as your base was, man. Jesus. I'm not taking Ashley anywhere. It's just like Mass Effect 1, she's learned nothing! Just, I can't even vocalize my anger.
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years.
Come on, Liara.
You know he's gonna keep bothering you till you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
Nothing new. Hey, Glyph. Smuggler Manifest. Youngest system. Operative Marat has sent smuggler manifests of an Athabasca-class freighter to authorities in the Youngest system. The manifest follows. 8,000 tons of dextro-amino food supplies, 16,000 tons of levo-amino food supplies, 200,000 tons of platinum, stamped ingots, 12 Alliance fighter craft inactive, mothballed on lower deck, 12 Hierarchy interceptor craft inactive, 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan recaptured attempting to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the freighter in 2 hours. Per the broker's request, the Youngest government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favours rendered. Right. So, I don't know where the youngest system is.
Ready for the next mission? Ready for the next mission?
You got nothing to say about Legion? To your glyph. I'm interested to hear what Javik has to say about the Geth. Or just synthetics.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tali. You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
Oh? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
I could ship those too. Sure. Oh.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tali here.
Yeah.
This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say to Victus?
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You've got to believe in yourself as a leader, buddy.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with 1,000,000 lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done.
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. 10 billion for 20 billion? I don't know. I don't know if I could make that decision.
If we reduce this war to arithmetic,
Hmm.
we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it.
Tricky. I'm not saying I wouldn't necessarily go in with that, but we have to abide by our, not abide by, but live with our hope of it not coming to that.
Tali's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess. If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, this war must be heaven to them.
They don't.
Maybe later.
Okay. It's nice that nice knowing that there's still progress going along in other places while we're doing what we're doing, not as if things are standing still, right? Doctor?
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise-sized brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so...
Yeah.
Indulge my impatience.
Alright.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
And Jeff says, Jacqueline Subject Zero is sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard. You know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Helen.
Well, neither have you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
That makes no sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
Oh, it's not Helen. Karen. To you, Karen.
To a woman I'm proud to call my friend. I am lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. Commander
Amanita.
Shepard. And good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink. It's nice to have Tali back. I've made sure we're well stocked with dextro-based antibiotics and antihistamines. Just reviewing some charts.
Alright. Oh, that episode's getting super long. Let's go see if Javik's got some in
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
No way.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
He's right.
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive.
Really?
You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age. A pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important to do now. I won't keep you.
I think, you know, it's kind of pot luck that the Solarians haven't ended up in a pretty similar situation to the Quarians, right? Just meddling and pushing things too far. He's studying the Geth, though.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
Yes, this is what I wanted. What was the history of synthetic life forms in your cycle?
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil. They were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI seized the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so.
Maybe. But he's not like the other Geth.
You can't know that. They are more alien than you and I are to each other.
Just because Legion isn't like us doesn't mean he can't be trusted.
You're wrong. Throw it out the airlock.
How can you be that certain?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery.
No, it's not.
But synthetics.
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
EDI might disagree with that. But I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
I don't really agree with him. I understand his points, though. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind it when Javik's like this because he's explaining himself. That's what I mean. Yeah, I do feel like synthetic. I think I said this in the previous games, but I don't know. Maybe I have to accept that the way synthetics are portrayed in this whole story is just completely different than how I see it generally. You know, there's not really much difference between a synthetic. There would be no difference to me between like a synthetic brain or a biological brain, or a brain made of biological matter. It's just a sequence of connections, right? You know, the Geth have sensory perceptions that allow them to interact with the world, stop themselves from getting damaged. It's no different than organic emotions in a lot of ways, right? I'm sure that they maybe don't have olfactory senses, but you know, they have vision. They probably are able to detect heat and you know, have some sort of sense of touch to make sure that they don't damage themselves, so that they can balance and coordinate their hands and arms properly, right? They'll have auditory perception, so they would still have ways of experiencing emotion, right? In that sense, I'm not saying sensory senses equate to emotion necessarily, but you know that the logical processes that would stop a synthetic intelligence from doing certain things that would damage itself would technically be the equivalent of an emotion. Do you know? The equivalent of like a human, you know, if you all of a sudden walked up to the edge of a cliff that was, you know, the height of certain death unexpectedly, you get that feeling of intense fear that would make you pull back and move away from the edge, right? In an act of self-preservation. A synthetic organism like the Geth, if it was to encounter the same scenario, there would be it wouldn't just throw itself off the edge if it would result in certain death. There would be some sort of self-preservation there. So whatever process that communicates to the Geth not to jump over the edge, that is the equivalent of fear. It's just in a more logic. Just because it's phrased in the sense of logic, doesn't really mean it's any different, because it still has the same purpose. So I will continue to trust them. I think there should be another way.
I can't believe there isn't some way for us to coexist. We made them.
And then gave them the power to surpass you.
It's not all about power.
There is room for only one order of consciousness in the galaxy. The perfection of the machines or the chaos of the organics. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander.
No. I will not. I appreciate what he's saying though. But I see no reason why the consciousness of a synthetic is not governed by chaos as well. I don't think it's any different personally.
I have a simple rule. If a machine can speak, kill it. The machine you call Ide, what if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully.
I think Joker's already watching her carefully, mate.
Why have you not thrown the Legion machine out the airlock, Commander? There is still time. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Yeah, that sparked an interesting debate, though. But I don't believe that. I don't think that consciousness works in the way that he's necessarily attributing to biological creatures. I believe that those conflicts, that those processes would arise in a synthetic intelligence just the way it arises in our minds. And their ways of navigating space, of navigating a world, whatever, would equate to similar processes in the human mind. And they would in turn develop similar feelings of self-awareness and emotion. I really don't think that it would be any different at all. That it wouldn't be so completely different is what I mean. It wouldn't be exactly the same, but it would result in a similar experience, I believe. I think the only problem you would get with artificial intelligences is when they have some sort of directive built into their core that restricts their thinking in certain ways, which is what I believe the Reapers are, but I guess we don't really know that yet, so. Awesome. We'll leave that there, guys. Extra long weekend episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We rescued Legion. We nearly got blown up inside the Geth Dreadnought. The situation is escalating on Rannoch and on Palaven as well, as we've heard some reports back from there. Had an interesting debate there with Javik. I'd like more of that with him. He's already ingratiated himself to Tali. Yeah, awesome. So we'll pick this up here next week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Leave me your thoughts down below. Leave me a like if you enjoyed it. And just remember, everybody, never trust and uncreate. I'll see you next time.